Hello everybody, today I am starting on my design project for Lavish Laces. As some of you may be aware, I received a kit from Jaizella at Lavish Laces a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to finish the projects I already had on the go before starting with the kit, and I've done that, so I'm excited to get started. And today I thought I'd start by making the cover for a journal using this lovely kit. The paper line that is in the kit is, I think it's pronounced Miel, M-I-E-L, by Frank Garcia. It's a Prima paper line, and I feel very privileged to be using this. It's beautiful paper, so we're going to use that. I have the 8x8 and I have some 12x12 as well. And what I'm going to do to start with is I've got these old dividers. I pick these up at the op shop or thrift store whenever I see them. I love the faded colours of them. Perhaps not the orange, but I do love the green, the pinks and the blues and the lemons and things. They're very soft because they're quite old, or they seem like they're old. And I'm going to use this as the base of my journal. And I'm only going to make a small journal, not a really big one. And I'm thinking about perhaps 3.5 inches wide would be lovely, by about, let's say, 6.5. So the first thing I'm going to do is cut that to size. So I'll just get rid of that tab on this end first. There we go. So I'll cut it 6.5 and see what that looks like. Okay, and I wanted about 3.5, the front cover to be about 3.5. So 3.5 plus 3.5 for the back is 7, and I'll allow 1/2 inch for, maybe we'll go 8.25. Maybe I'll do 1.25 inch spine, because 1 maybe is not enough. Okay, so I've cut that at 8.25. And now what I'm going to do, just so I keep my bearings at where I am, I'm getting out my scoreboard, and I'm going to, which a little bit messy, but it still works. And look what I've done. I've broken my stylus. I've had this since my son was probably 2 and he's 18, so it's lasted me 16 years, and it's finally had its day, but I can still use it. So I'm going to score that at 3.5 inches. And then I want 3/4 inch, I think I said. I might just mark that and check. We might just do 3.5 inches from both. Oh, have I made that too big? I may have made that too big. That's 3.5. I don't want 1.5. Okay, I want 1/2 there. So I'm going to take that there. That's plenty big enough for this size journal. Then I want 3.5 the other way. So I'm just going to do that, I think. That's 5, 8.5. So that needs, I need to trim it a little bit more. Okay, and I thought this green would go with the papers. Not that we will see a lot of it anyway. So okay, so that will be our cover. That's a nice little petite size journal. I sometimes just do that because I don't like them that rigid. So, okay. Right. So what I think I will do is just do some nice collage work on it to start with these beautiful papers. It's hard to cut into them because they're so lovely, aren't they? So I need the large pieces in the center here, I think. Let me see. Get my head around what I've got here, whether I want to use one of these smaller things on the front as well. See, the rose here is quite lovely. Yeah, this is pretty. But then so is this. And then we've got the Eiffel Tower here as well. That's quite lovely. So, oh, we've got a beautiful lady here as well. Flower lady. She's rather lovely, isn't she? I may be able to use her. It's beautiful. Oh, there's some more here as well. Oh. Okay, so we've got all these tags here. That, which is quite lovely. Oh, but then there's that. Okay, we might use this sheet 4 on the front here. I quite like that. I do, and it's not too big, is it? But we might also use what's on the back here, blue on the back. We may also use a bit of this one as well. Oh, I'm just going to have to do it. Okay, so I'm going to fussy cut some of these out because I really like the look of the girl there. She's lovely. How much of that do I want? I don't think I need to take it all to the top. I don't think I want the beehive on there, so I think it's hard cutting into this stuff because it's just so pretty. I think I'm just going to take it from around here, and I'll just cut it a little bit rough to start with. To give myself a bit of a guide, like that. So, kind of like that there. I might might just take her a little bit like that. I'm sorry if I'm slamming that shut quite loudly. She can go there. I don't want it too far up, so I will take some of her off. I might just trim around here a bit. I'm not sure if I'll keep it though, but it's just in case. Alright. That. Like that. I don't want to lose that lovely little butterfly there. I love the blue stripe paper behind it as well. So I won't keep tiny weeny scrap, but I will keep that in case I need it for a bit of collage. So I'll put that over there. Right. Now, I want to do a bit of collage, so I want some of this. Let's just finish cutting that up there, I think. I could use that. Bit of that. Just going to and that like that, and that like that there, and like that there, and I think that's quite straight. That. Oh, I can't have that there. No, unless you can see I put no thought into this to start with, but that's okay. There, like that. What I want to do, might explain it a bit better. We have these beautiful transfers, and I want to use one of these, so I need to leave a space here. I just need to use a small one. So either this one here, there's Paris there. There's also this lovely one here. So let me just... I'm thinking this one. So what I'm going to do is cut it out carefully. Now these, just let me pop that back so it doesn't get damaged or anything like that. these are transfers, and they're the water transfers, so I will have to be careful on paper, but they will work. I've used transfers well, I've used a similar thing on paper before, and as long as you're careful, they generally work well. And these are Dress My Craft vintage text, and I thought, you know, like the document journals where we make I kind of wanted that look, and I normally use, when I make that sort of thing, I use stamps, but since I've got these here, I may as well use these, but I just need to cut it and make sure it's going to sit in there all right. It does have instructions on here. And it says to cut close to the transfer, cut the pattern close to the design. So I'll cut it a little bit better when it's the time to do it. So at the moment I'm just sort of getting an idea of the right size that it will be. Yeah. So although it will be flipped that way, so I want to be leaving room there for that. See, that's what I was doing. I'll probably have to put that on before I stick anything else down, I think. So I can put that there, like that, and get rid of these. Like that. I just want to make sure it's going to be straight and centered properly. That's all. So that's why I didn't want to overlap too many papers onto that side. So where's the other papers I had? That. This could go like that. There. I could have that there. Like that. Like it doesn't all need to be covered in papers. I think. But it could be, it would strengthen it, wouldn't it? And give it a nice thickness. I'm not worried about covering up the green too much because it's these papers that I would like to showcase more than the green, obviously. So let me see what pretty... See, there's that beautiful one there. Or there's that one. No, not for the cover. Is that one? No. Oh, isn't that pretty? That one's beautiful, isn't it? And it's wide enough. Oh, that could be really pretty. All right, let's have a look. So, putting that there. Just getting an idea first what the colours will look like on top. That will be down like that. There. It's going to look beautiful because of the... It's part of the whole thing, isn't it? So that could work quite nicely. because this is lovely, sturdy kind of paper. That. Like that. See, in that way, I don't need to collage the whole lot. It's just nice to have bits and pieces, isn't it? Like, I could have that down there, like that. And do that. That looks quite nice. I will be adding more to it, but just as the base, so I can see how that's going to look. I think that will work quite nicely. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to cut that to size. I'm going to put all my little bits on this piece here. Like that. And cut this the same size as that. Yeah. And I know I lose the lovely things on the back, but you know, that's just the way it is, isn't it? Plus there's more on the larger sheets. It's sometimes best not to look too much at the other side, otherwise you'd never use anything. Okay, I'll keep all my bits though, so there we go. And I will have to fold them too, won't I? Okay, and that will be that way. I'm not worried about that too much. I might put a little bit of lace in between. So, but that gives me that. Okay, so yeah. Okay, so first things first, I need to get this on. Okay, what do my instructions say? Cut the pattern close to the design. Gently remove the clear sheet. Place the sheet upside down on the surface to be transferred. Apply water generously on the transfer sheet using a sponge. Once everything appears clearly, carefully slide the white sheet and let it dry. Do not touch. Okay, so what do you think? Like, even if it is white, it's not going to look too bad on that background either. probably better on that one than on the green. So, okay. So I have to, oh, I see. So that gets taken off. And then carefully trying not to stick my fingers to it. Try and center it quite nicely. Okay. Like that. There's slight lines on the pattern, which is wonderful, because I could line that up quite straight there. Okay, place the sheet upside down on the surface to be transferred. Apply water. I need to go get something. I don't think I have a sponge. I'll find something. I'll be back. I do have a sponge. Okay, let's give this a go. So we have to apply water generously, and once it's clear, we carefully slide it off. Okay, so it says once the image appears clearly, gently slide the backing paper off. Okay. Oh, look! And it is clear. Oh, look at that. Ta-da! Oh, isn't that fun? Okay, now I have to go away and leave that to dry. You can sort of see a bit of a shine to it, but we'll see what we can do to that. I need to definitely make that dry. I was quite generous with the water, but that worked wonderfully, didn't it? Hey, you see that? So I'm going to leave that to dry. My hand's a bit sticky now too, so okay, well, maybe we'll say that is part one. I think so. What I will do is let that dry, and then I will stitch around some of these pieces and place them pretty much where I had them before, so that on the next video we can move forward quite quickly. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye.